What's up, my can? Oh no, what's up, my cannonballs? We're back for a short one, a quick short one. As you guys can see, I was trying to I was trying to be a little extra in the intro, but oh well. But I was watching some things on the YouTube streets, and when I see some things on the YouTube streets, I have to come on and talk about it. Excuse me. Excuse me. So I'm seeing a situation that's involving these individuals. I don't have to say names. I don't need to because it start mess. But I see these individuals and it seems like people are breaking up and getting back together and breaking up and getting back together. I honestly feel like if you're gonna put yourself through these things, you need to heal first. You need to heal. Because how do you expect on moving on so quick to another person and you haven't healed from the last person? You're only going to make your new situation just like your old situation. And it's not going to change. That's why it's important to deal with with self first. Mentally, emotionally, and physically. Because I would hate for any of you guys to be out there taking yourselves down through there when you don't have to. You don't have to. Like the old saying goes, people are going to do so much of what you allow, you know what I'm saying, for them to do to you. And that's why I always say the ball is in your court. When it comes to anybody that want to court you, the ball is in your court. And if you can't figure that out now, you will never figure that out later on in the future. Because you're just going to be repeating the same patterns that you have been repeating all these years. And that's just the truth. I have to get to a place in my life where I had to say enough was enough. Enough of the crying. Enough of being angry at a person. Because they don't want my black ass. I had to wake up, smell the coffee, and know my worth. And know that whatever happened between me and that individual, it wasn't meant to be. And move on. Move on and be happy. I used to want clarity so much from people. I used to want it so much, but now I can care less about it. Because you know why? People are showing you exactly what you may be thinking about them when they dealing with you. When they dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? And all this, I want to try to patch it. No, you ain't got to patch it up. Once they done cause that type of hurt in your life, there's no need to go back. There's no need to keep settling for less. Know your worth. Know you're better. You're better than that. Just know that you're better than that. You got to. Because I'll be a darn fool over here still holding on to things that happened 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Baby, I had to get it. Look, from me to you, I had to get it in my mind. The world is not going to stop just because I'm going through something. I got to get up off my ass and continue on being me and being happy, whether I'm with somebody or not. And I hope and pray that a lot of you guys can get there. It's going to be a struggle because it was a struggle for me. I was with somebody being committed like a mug. Even though I did start stepping out when I started knowing, when I started noticing what was really going on. But in the beginning, I was faithful, very, very faithful. But when I started noticing the patterns, when I stopped getting phone calls and text messages, and you're responding back late. In the beginning you would respond back so fast, but now it's starting to become lesser and lesser. Oh yeah, that was the wake up call right there. And my ass was really trying to see if I could change a person, and honestly, you will never be able to change anyone out here that you may be pursuing. Because a grown man and a grown woman are going to do what they want to do. They are going to do what they want to do. Mm-hmm. With or without you. That's why it's important for all the hopeless romantics out there to know you got this. The ball is in your court, and you continue on with your life. You meet people, you meet people, and sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can be bad. But don't never let someone have you in a funk. Having you all discombobulated, not being yourself, not keeping up with the keep up when it comes to you. Don't ever let nobody do you like that. Mm-mm. I refuse. I refuse. And I'm glad that I'm at this place in my life that I'm not holding on to things. I'm not wondering and worrying about what they are doing. Because you know what? I don't care. And I think a lot of you guys should, a lot of you people that may be going through this should stop caring. Go out there and enjoy yourself. Although you may find somebody new, quick, fast, and hairy the next day. Hell, take it slow. Be friends first. No kissing, and you can maybe hug, but you ain't gotta kiss. You ain't gotta hop in the bed. Get to know someone to see if they really are for you. Because if you don't get to know them and you think this, oh, it's so good, it's so sweet in the beginning, you're just gonna be finding yourself back at where you were before you met them. back in that place, that lonely, dark place, that sadness. Those sleepless nights. If you have to walk up and down the street just to clear your mind, you're gonna be in that state of mind. That's why it's important to make sure that you are okay first before you want to go out there back. Well, I would say really, I would say back out there on the dating field. Get yourself together, because you're just going to be bringing in old baggage on top of new baggage. Because we all meet people that got their own stuff too. Just keep that real. You don't want to mix your stuff up with their stuff, and all of a sudden it's your button heads. Your button heads, all because y'all got issues. That's why it's important to put shit out on the table and talk about it. Don't put it underneath the rug. Talk about it. So you can have a clear understanding on who you're dealing with. Although you may can relate to someone's story, but at the same time, that ain't your walks of life. Your walk in life. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? It's not your walk in life. That's why it's important to have a conversation. Don't do no texting. Get to know a person before you run out there and trying to get underneath the sheets with them, just so you can try to fill a void that ain't gonna be filled. Cause I have a few stories, but I'm just saying like this. It's been some times where I met some strangers just in one day or two and never heard from them again. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't, for me in my eyes, it wasn't really a bad thing. It was just, hey, we just didn't mesh. But I'm glad that those situations did happen to me. I'm glad, because it's almost like God was really talking to me and just pushing out the people that was not really for me. And I'm glad because I promise you, once you get to a place where you are fed up and you're tired of doing the same old things, anytime you see some bull crap coming your way, you know how to cut it off. You don't have to deal with it. It won't be on your mind when you're laying down at night in your bed. You know what I'm saying? And you won't be stressed out. Because dealing with somebody that's not on the same accord as you can stress you out. And we all know stress kills. That's why when I see certain individuals on YouTube and they are in these entanglements, man, ain't no way I would have been let go. And by that I mean feelings wise, it shouldn't be no more there, because they already showed you what it is. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be no more there. Honestly, you can just be liking them, not even having love for them. You don't want anything bad to happen to them, but you can just like them. But it will never be how you want it to be because they done already showed you who they really are. So there's no need to be still wishing and wanting them back or even talking about it. I wouldn't even acknowledge them. Honestly, I don't even acknowledge the I would say the few people that I have met in my life. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I let them be where they at. You ain't gotta bother me. I ain't gotta bother you. The time that we did have an encounter, it was just for a short time. And I'm glad that time ran out in the amount of seconds because they were not meant for me. And when you get to that place and know that, you will be oh my goodness, you're changing now. You'll be blessed. Blessed. I'm trying to tell you and have a peace of mind. I promise you. Especially when you find that right one that like you, that really likes you for you and not for other things. Because people can be around you for the wrong reasons just to get what they want out of you. You know, you may think it's cordial, but it's really not cordial. I'm just here for the time being, so I can get whatever I need to get out from you, and I'm moving on. You know, a lot of people think like that and act like that. You know what I'm saying? They really do. They really do. That's why I'm not really fooled by words when people that well, I would say what people have told me to make it, make me feel good inside. I've been fooled by that. You know how many times people have told me, I want to take care of you. I want to do this for you. I want to do that for you. That was all just game. Just game. You know? Where are they now? Where are they now? Nowhere to be seen in sight. And I'm glad. So, I hope all you hopeless romantics don't be so quick, with your baggage. Trying to get over one person to get right underneath another. Because you just never know what they dealing with either. Just take care of yourself. Get yourself in order. Get yourself in order. Because if you're not in order, it will be definitely noticeable to the world and to the one that you are trying to pursue. Mm-hmm. So don't think you're hiding, because I can see it all over your face. And it's time for you to wake up and let these niggas and also women go. Please do it for you. Do it for yourself. Don't do it for nobody else, but do it for yourself. Because a lot of these folks out here are putting on fronts and stunts like everything is all good, and it's not good. And it's sad that you have to see this displayed on here, in clear view. That's all I have to say, you guys. Pick self first and not other people and really putting them ahead of you. Put yourself first because you matter the most.